Hey everybody, it's your hospitality friend Glenn here from the Lodging Conference, and I found Kevin Dailey, LivAway Suites, where I had the opportunity to open up their first hotel in West Jordan, Salt Lake City. But before we get to all of that, I want to thank our sponsors over at Unifocus. Unifocus, streamline your hotel operations. Check them out at unifocus.com. So congratulations.
Thank you.
That first property was great. Be sure you check out our walk and talk video where you can see the entire thing. Now, it's built by West77, the parent company that's getting a brand started that you hope to franchise. So maybe you can just explain that a little bit so everybody's really clear on what the scenario is.
Sure. So first of all, great to be with you again. Thank you for having me. West77, as you mentioned, is the development engine behind the brand LivAway Suites. You could call them corporate hotels, but they're really not, separate entity. And West77's got a plan right now. By the end of this year, we'll have 12 hotels either open or under construction.
Unbelievable.
Another 8 next year. 8 starts next year. And then a clear path to 50 by the end of 2026. So they're not playing around.
No.
And we're proving our concept, like with West Jordan.
Yeah.
Got off to a great start. We're already stabilizing occupancy. We're on our way. We're about a month and a half ahead of our ramp OC plan. So we're pretty excited about this.
Yeah, incredibly. I spoke to Mike Nielsen, their CEO, just a casual email letter. Said, hey, how are things going? A couple of weeks ago, he's at 90% occupancy.
Sold out over the weekend. First sold out night in beginning of month 3.
That is unbelievable. And I will say, our coverage aside that we've been doing over here, you guys are getting a lot of buzz in the industry with one open property. What do you think the difference is? What's the formula that you think is going to help West77 open these initial properties before you get into franchising to the general hospitality community?
Well, first off, to the footprint and to the noise that we're making in the industry, we have great partners.
Yeah.
Altos is a agency that does our digital marketing, our website development, and really helps us with that front on the digital side. But also, I mean, West77, they've been doing this for 10, 12 years. Yeah. They kind of know the formula. And with their development team, it's just been a lot of fun to work with.
Yeah, so what is it like thinking about going ahead and starting to franchise at some point in the future?
Well, as we mentioned last time we spoke, we really want to prove the concept. And by getting these hotels open with West77, we're starting to see that already. And the advanced reservations we're seeing in the next 3 hotels that'll open before the end of this year.
Wow.
We're already getting rooms on the books. And so we just don't want to be that brand that says, look, do this because we say it's a great investment to future development partners. We want to be able to show through 10, 12, 15, maybe 20 hotels just how these things come out of the gate.
And that's
how fast they ramp.
First of all, that's a huge commitment and a real sign that you believe in the brand. But more importantly, to Kevin's point, a lot of the major brands out there, and not slamming them, but they'll only do 2, 3, 4, which is a nice little representative sample. But my guess is you're going to be in a lot of different regions and all of that to be able to really show a more well-balanced picture of what an investment in a LivAway Suites could be.
Not just in the Salt Lake City area. The next hotel that's going to open is in Tri-Cities, Richland, Washington.
Right. I didn't even know where that is.
I didn't either until recently. The next
Sorry, people living up there in Tri-Cities.
It's a great area.
in Smithtown. You don't know where that is. It's okay.
It's a great area.
Yeah.
The next one will be Smyrna, Georgia, or Tennessee, excuse me. And then after that, out to Missoula, Montana.
Wow.
So right now, they're breaking ground on Syracuse and Portland, Maine, and just literally all over the country. So you're right. It's not just going to be a regional-based brand. It's through West77's engine, and it's going to be a national brand.
That's great. What are you most excited about going forward?
Well, the success of West Jordan has got me really fired up, and getting these hotels open, but just how fast they stabilize. You know, it just amazed me how quickly we got to our first sold-out night, the beginning of our 3rd month in business. That's exciting.
Now, you worked for another company back in the day, Select Service Operator. Did those stabilize as quickly?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, those are more like 6 months.
Even a year. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, no doubt. But, I mean, that's akin to the segment that we're in.
Right, correct.
Extended stay, particularly economy, mid-scale extended stay, tends to ramp pretty darn quick.
And I would say, and again, I'm speaking as a novice, not as an expert, but you're building them in locations that already have those demand drivers that are there or in place. So the second it opens, people are like, oh, now we have somewhere to go, as opposed to having to search really hard to just find an audience to stay.
Absolutely. We won't do a deal. We won't pursue a piece of property in a market or an MSA unless we know the demand drivers are there.
Yeah.
The traditional demand drivers, hospitals, military bases, traveling nurses are a big part of our business and our base. Construction projects, all that infrastructure.
Yeah, so speaking about infrastructure, are you, or just, because you only have the one property, but anecdotally, are you seeing money being generated by these infrastructure projects going to hotels now?
Well, certainly the demand created by things like the CHIPS Act up in Syracuse, that's going to be a massive demand driver from that hotel when it opens up next summer. So to your point, yes.
Great. That's really good news. Anything else you want to say?
No.
I think we're good.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank
It's
you.
great seeing you.
I appreciate it. Hey, it's great seeing all of you. And while you're looking at us, why not hit that like button? Share this with your friends, all of that kind of stuff. Be sure to subscribe to our newsletter. Text the word hotel to 66866. So for Kevin, myself, and our good friends over at Unifocus, thanks for watching.